who's ready to pack? Okay, so there's a ton of packing lists out there. There's even packing lists made by Semester at Sea, for Semester at Sea, but none of this stuff was on there, and I didn't know I needed it. I did not know that I needed it. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to pack these things because it would have made everything so much easier. Okay, so hopping right into it, number one, the first thing that you need to bring with you is a ton of snacks. Now, I saw this on some other people's videos, and even on the packing list, I think it said like snacks in like tiny little font. But I was like, okay, I'll bring like 10 protein bars and call it a day. But no, do not do that. I'm going to make a whole video about what snacks to bring with you on Semester at Sea, but all I'm telling you right now is that you need way more than you think. Like, I know a girl who literally filled one of her duffel bags with snacks and her other bag with clothes and toiletries, and she was so happy, and she literally ate the entire bag of snacks and gave it to her friends, filled it up with souvenirs to bring home, and she was literally like the happiest person on that voyage because she had those snacks. So just a short overview, I would bring protein bars, granola bars, nuts, dried fruit, your favorite candy, your favorite tea, and literally like any of your favorite snacks that you can't live without, because if you don't bring them, you probably won't have them for another 4 months. Number two is something that I've already mentioned in another video, but it is so important. You need to bring your own washcloth and hand towel if you don't want to be washing your face with the towel that you dry your body with, and if you don't want all of your friends coming to use your bathroom in your cabin and then drying their hands on your body towel. I didn't know that they didn't even have hand towels on the ship, let alone washcloths. And it'll also be super helpful to bring these washcloths with you when you travel in country, to hotels, hostels, Airbnbs, because some of those don't have towels for you to use. So it's gonna be amazing if you bring those for yourself. So the third thing that I wish I had brought with me for Semester at Sea are water shoes. Like Chacos or Keens, even though they look sort of silly, they are so helpful. I literally, when I was in Trinidad and Tobago, we went hiking through a waterfall, and I was wearing my tennis shoes because I had no other suitable closed-toed shoes for that activity. And a lot of people were in the same boat as me, and then our shoes were just soaked for the next few days, and it was so sad. So bring some sort of water shoe because you never know when you're gonna end up hiking in a waterfall. The fourth thing that I wish I could go back and tell myself to bring more of would be swimsuits. Now, I had swimsuits with me, but I only had swimsuits with square necklines. And if you're in the sun every day, lying on the pool deck like I was, then I literally had a straight line across my chest because I had square necklines. And I wish I had more varying necklines in my swimsuits. So if you're a girl and you're packing your swimsuits, be sure to bring varying necklines so you don't get weird tan lines that'll last for 5 months afterwards. The fifth thing that I wish someone had told me to bring with me would be an extra pair of headphones, because mine broke. One of the ears stopped working, and then the other one just stopped working also. And I was so sad, and I had to buy a cheap pair from the ship store. Also, I had a friend who just totally lost her headphones and was also devastated. So bring an extra pair, even if they're cheap, then you'll already have a backup because you'll have long bus rides. I was on a bus ride that was 8 hours long, and I was so sad that my headphones weren't working properly, so bring an extra pair. The sixth thing that I wish someone had told me to bring with me would be loose, casual, jogger pants. Because if you're in a country like Morocco where you have to be modest, but you're also doing activities like camel riding or hiking, you're gonna want comfortable pants that are also loose. Also, be sure that they're lightweight so you don't get too hot in the hot countries. The seventh thing that I wish I had packed more of was sunscreen. Because in my mind, I was I can just buy it when I get there. I'll buy it in a country so I don't have to pack it and so it's not too heavy in my bag. But it was sort of stressful getting to countries and knowing that I needed to find a store that sold sunscreen right away or I was going to burn so fast. Also, the sunscreen that I did find was way more expensive than it would have been if I had just bought it in the United States before I left. So you don't have to do this, but if you have extra room in your bag, I would recommend getting sunscreen before you go. At least a bottle, or a bottle and then some for your face also. The eighth thing that I wish I had packed but you don't necessarily need would be a Polaroid camera. because I knew people with Polaroid cameras and it was super fun to take pictures with your friends that could be printed out and handed off to friends when we all went our separate ways. So it would be something really fun to bring if you have one. Also, you can print out these pictures and put them on your walls for decoration to make your cabin a bit more personal and fun. The 9th thing that I wish I had brought with me was a huge water bottle. Now, I had a water bottle. It was pretty big. It was like normal sized. But if you're out all day in a country where the water is not safe for you to drink, you need to have water with you at all times or you're gonna be so dehydrated. So grab the biggest water bottle that you have in your house or go buy an even bigger one that you can still carry with you so it's not like super heavy, but big enough that you can have water for the entire day if there's nowhere to fill it up. Number 11 is sort of an extension of number 10, but I knew people on my trip that had like water bottle backpacks. And I know that these are made by like Camelback or REI, and they would fill up with water and you could also put stuff in your backpack, so you could carry more water on your back with you and stay hydrated for sure throughout the day, which I thought was kind of brilliant. The 12th thing that I wish I had brought with me, which again isn't super necessary, but probably would have been really fun, would have been nail polish, because you can get your nails done at the spa on the ship, but those expenses rack up so fast and it's so expensive. And all my friends and I were just like having like bare nails and really sad about it. So nail polish would be a great thing to bring. And the last thing that I wish I had brought with me would just be more socks and underwear, because these things are so important. And if you don't want to pay for the laundry service on the ship, you're gonna have to wash them yourselves in your bathroom. And it's sort of annoying to have to wash your clothes like every single day, or to have a ton of like dirty socks like piled up in your closet without any new ones to wear. So just bring more underwear and socks than you think you need, especially for hot countries, because you're just gonna get sweaty anyway and you're gonna need a new pair of socks. That's just how it's gonna go. I think I'm gonna make my own video soon about how to wash your clothes in your cabin on your own, so if you want to see that, leave a comment down below, and also just thank you for watching this video, and let me know if any of these tips helped you and if you're gonna pack any of the things I mentioned for your own trip. Also, let me know what voyage you're going on because I would love to hear. So like and subscribe if you want, it'd be great, and thank you for watching.